Welcome to the deep dive. We cut through the clutter to get you straight to the core ideas.
And today, we're tackling something that's, well, baffled people for decades. Crop circles.
Yeah, you know the ones. These incredible complex patterns that just sort of appear in fields, often overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And the usual explanations you hear about pranksters with boards and ropes or weird weather.
Right, like plasma vortices or something.
But there's always that question, isn't there? If it's just people, how come nobody ever seems to see them, despite all the cameras and attention?
Exactly. That lack of solid evidence, the sheer stealth of it, that's the real puzzle. And it's what our source material for today really digs into.
Okay, so what's the source?
It's titled Codes Rising from the Soil, A Theory on the Underground Origin of Crop Circles. And our deep dive today explores its, let's say, alternative hypothesis.
Alternative how?
It suggests the formations aren't made from above ground at all. Instead, they're caused by frequencies emitted from underground.
Frequencies, like sound,
Yeah.
or...
Could be acoustic, or electromagnetic waves, maybe even plasma bursts, but originating below the surface.
Wow, okay. So this theory is saying, forget pranksters, forget weather patterns from the sky, look down.
Pretty much. And get this, the source posits there might be some kind of technologically advanced intelligence residing underground using these frequencies to create the patterns.
An underground intelligence.
Seriously.
So they make the circles without ever, coming up.
That's the core idea, creating these incredibly complex designs from below, completely unseen. It's definitely a mind-bending concept.
It really flips the script. So what's the evidence? What arguments does the source use to back this up?
Well, it leans on three main points. First, as we kind of touched on, the near total lack of physical evidence of creators.
Right, the no footprints, no tire tracks thing.
Exactly. Despite surveillance, especially in high activity areas, you just don't find the usual signs of human activity. They just appear, which is, a big problem for the standard hoax explanation.
It really is. It's like they materialize out of thin air.
Oh, okay.
What's the second point?
The second argument is about the geometric precision. Some of these patterns are incredibly intricate with symmetries that are apparently accurate down to the micron level.
Micron level, wow. Doing that quickly in the dark with planks and ropes seems unlikely.
Very unlikely. The sheer mathematical complexity and accuracy suggests, well, maybe a more sophisticated, controlled process than people stomping around in the dark.
Okay, so lack of physical trace, incredible precision. What's number three?
The third point is about location, location, location. Specifically, the high concentration of crop circles in certain areas, like near Stonehenge in England.
Yeah, the Wiltshire cluster. Always seems significant.
The theory argues this isn't just coincidence. It suggests there might be something unique about the geology or maybe the geomagnetic fields in that area.
Like an energy hotspot.
Potentially. Or even the source proposes the location of some kind of underground transmission center for these frequencies. It ties the lack of evidence, the precision, and the location together.
Okay, so let's unpack the how. How could underground frequencies actually, bend crops into patterns?
The paper suggests a mechanism involving low-frequency waves. Imagine a system underground projecting these waves upwards across a specific patch of field.
And these waves interact with the plants.
Precisely. The idea is based on resonance, like how a specific musical note can vibrate a glass. These frequencies could be tuned to affect the water inside the plant stalks, maybe at the nodes, causing them to soften and bend over at specific points.
So it's not breaking them, but bending them cleanly.
Exactly. And the key is this could potentially happen very quickly, silently, and crucially, without leaving any tool marks or ground disturbance, just the bent stalks forming the pattern.
Which neatly explains the lack of evidence on the ground.
It does. And it brings us back to that, well, more speculative part, the underground civilization.
Right. The idea that the Stonehenge connection isn't just about energy fields, but maybe a base or a headquarters.
Or some kind of communication hub, yeah. The theory paints a picture of an intelligence that operates completely hidden, maintaining, as the source puts it, electromagnetic silence and physical invisibility.
Staying off our radar, essentially.
Completely. And think about it. We have, over 5,000 documented crop circles globally now, and still no definitive proof, no captured video, no confession that accounts for the truly complex ones.
Yeah, the sheer number and the enduring mystery is compelling. The absence of conventional proof does sort of leave a vacuum.
And this theory fills that vacuum, albeit with a pretty extraordinary idea, but it does address why no one's ever caught and why they appear in specific places.
So wrapping this up, our deep dive into codes rising from the soil presents this really provocative theory. Crop circles as messages, or maybe byproducts, of underground frequency tech.
Possibly wielded by an unseen advanced civilization beneath our feet. It tackles the big questions: the lack of footprints, the baffling precision, the location hotspots like Stonehenge.
It really shifts the perspective, doesn't it? We're always looking up to the stars for answers to big mysteries. This suggests maybe we should be looking down, too.
Into the Earth itself.
So a final thought for you to ponder. If this theory holds even a shred of possibility, what other unexplained phenomena, things we currently can't figure out, might actually have their origins not out there, but deep underground?
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?